Have you ever wondered why some people swear by waking up at 3 a.m.? What could possibly make someone leave the comfort of their warm bed in the dead of night? Is there something special about this hour that we're all missing out on? Imagine what your life could be like if you had an extra few hours each day before the world starts moving, before the noise, the distractions, and the hustle begin. What could you achieve in those quiet hours? Could it be the key to unlocking your full potential? Now, think about this. How many days have you woken up late, rushing through your morning routine, feeling overwhelmed and struggling to catch up throughout the day? What if I told you that waking up at 3 a.m. could change all of that? It could give you the mental clarity, focus, and energy that you've been missing out on. Imagine starting your day with a clear mind, a peaceful environment, and a sense of purpose. Doesn't that sound like something worth exploring? Let's consider a simple example. Picture two individuals. One wakes up at 7 a.m., the other at 3 a.m. The person waking up at 7 a.m. scrambles through their morning, trying to fit everything into a limited time frame. Meanwhile, the person who wakes up at 3 a.m. begins their day calmly, meditates, plans, and gets ahead of the curve. By the time the second person is starting their day, the early riser has already made significant progress, both mentally and physically. The difference? For quiet, focused hours that can transform not just the day but the entire life. Welcome to Wisdom Woven. If you're new here or haven't subscribed yet, we'd like to remind you that there are so many views on this channel, but only 0.2% of viewers have subscribed. So, please do us a favor, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. By doing this, you help us reach more people and continue bringing you valuable insights like this one. Now, let's dive into why waking up at 3 a.m. is more than just an early start. It's a practice deeply connected to both spiritual and mental well-being. In many ancient cultures, including Buddhist traditions, the early hours of the morning, particularly around 3 a.m., are considered a sacred time. This period, often referred to as the Brahma Muhurta in Eastern philosophy, is believed to be the ideal time for meditation and connecting with one's higher self. During these hours, the world is silent, the energy is calm, and the distractions are minimal. This makes it a perfect time to reflect, meditate, and set a positive tone for the day ahead. Waking up at 3 a.m. allows you to tap into this stillness. In Buddhism, mindfulness is key, and the quiet of the early morning is ideal for deep mindfulness practices. When the world sleeps, your mind has the chance to engage in pure thought, unhindered by the chaos that often surrounds us during the day. You can use this time to meditate, focus on your breathing, and truly be present in the moment. This state of mindfulness is not just a temporary feeling. It helps set the foundation for a more centered and balanced day. Beyond the spiritual and mental benefits, there's a practical side to waking up early. By waking up at 3 a.m., you give yourself extra time to work on personal projects, study, exercise, or simply plan your day without the stress of a ticking clock. This is your time, uninterrupted, to focus on what matters most to you. For many, these quiet hours have become a secret to success, enabling them to think more clearly, work more efficiently, and achieve their goals faster. It's not just about the time itself. It's about the habits and mindset that come with waking up early. It requires discipline, self-control, and determination, qualities that are essential for success in any aspect of life. In Buddhism, discipline is seen as a path to enlightenment. Similarly, waking up early trains your mind to focus on what's important and ignore what's not. It's a practice of self-mastery, one that can spill over into every area of your life, helping you stay disciplined and focused throughout the day. But waking up at 3 a.m. isn't easy. It takes effort, consistency, and a shift in how you view sleep and rest. The journey to making this a habit might be challenging at first, but the rewards are worth it. You'll find that with time, your body adapts, and you'll start to look forward to those early hours of peace and productivity. It becomes not just a routine, but a time you cherish for yourself, a moment of solitude before the day's demands start pulling you in different directions. As you begin to wake up earlier, you'll notice that your mornings become more meaningful. Instead of rushing, you'll have time to reflect, to practice gratitude, and to set positive intentions for the day. You'll be able to greet the day with calmness and clarity, rather than stress and urgency. And this shift in how you start your day can have a profound effect on your overall well-being, leading to better mental health, improved focus, and a greater sense of fulfillment in both your personal and professional life. So, are you ready to give 3 a.m. a try? Buddhist teachings on mindfulness and early rising. Let me take you on a journey that will open your mind to the profound teachings of Buddhism and how they connect to waking up early, particularly at 3 a.m. Imagine a world where the stillness of the early morning helps you find clarity, peace, and balance. In the quiet hours before dawn, there is a special energy, a time where distractions fall away, and you can truly be present in the moment. This is not just a random practice or something modern productivity experts have recently discovered. This has roots in ancient wisdom, especially in the teachings of Buddhism. In Buddhism, mindfulness is at the heart of spiritual practice. It is the art of being fully aware, fully present in whatever you do. Now, why is 3 a.m. important for mindfulness? There's a reason why so many spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, consider these early hours sacred. Around this time, the world is still. The noise, the chaos, and the distractions of daily life haven't yet begun. Your mind is free from the clutter that builds up during the day, and in that stillness, you have the opportunity to connect with yourself on a deeper level. The early morning is called the Brahma Muhurta in Buddhist and many other Eastern traditions. This translates to the time of the Creator, or God's hour. It is said that this period, just before sunrise, is when the energy of the universe is most pure and when meditation and mindfulness practices are most effective. The teachings of Buddhism tell us that in these hours, the mind is like still water, calm, clear, and receptive. This makes it an ideal time to practice mindfulness, to meditate, and to cultivate inner peace. Waking up at 3 a.m. is more than just getting up early. It's about giving yourself the space to practice mindfulness before the busyness of the world rushes in. When you rise before the rest of the world, you create a bubble of silence for yourself. In this silence, you can focus on your breathing, on the sensations in your body, and on the thoughts passing through your mind. You are not distracted by emails, messages, or other people's demands. You can simply be. For Buddhists, this is one of the most powerful ways to start the day. Mindfulness in the morning can set the tone for the entire day, helping you carry that calm, focused energy into everything you do. When you start your day with a calm mind, you're better able to respond to challenges with patience and wisdom. You're less likely to get caught up in stress or anxiety because you've already grounded yourself in peace. And this is the essence of Buddhist mindfulness, being fully present no matter what the world throws at you. Now, you might be wondering, but why so early? Can I practice mindfulness later in the day? The answer lies in the quality of your mind and surroundings at 3 a.m. Later in the day, your mind is often full of the day's events, work, conversations, plans, worries. Even if you try to sit down and meditate, it can be hard to quiet your mind. At 3 a.m., however, your mind is much quieter. You are not yet weighed down by the events of the day. Your thoughts are lighter, and your spirit is more open. This makes it the perfect time for mindfulness practices like meditation, prayer, or even simple breathing exercises. Buddhist monks have long practiced early rising as part of their daily routine. In monasteries, it is common for monks to wake up well before sunrise to begin their day with meditation. This practice is not about depriving oneself of sleep, but rather about taking advantage of the calm, focused energy that comes with the early hours. By rising early, monks can dedicate time to their spiritual practices without interruption, and this helps them cultivate a deeper sense of awareness and presence throughout the day. For those of us not living in monasteries, this practice can still be incredibly powerful. By waking up at 3 a.m., you give yourself a gift of time, space, and peace that is hard to find in the busy world we live in. This time can be used for meditation, for reflection, or simply for sitting quietly and enjoying the stillness. Even if you are new to mindfulness or meditation, you'll find that these early hours are the easiest time to begin. The world is quiet, and your mind is ready to receive whatever comes. Let's go deeper into why this practice is so transformative. In Buddhism, the mind is seen as the root of all suffering. It is our thoughts, our attachments, and our distractions that cause us pain. When we practice mindfulness, We are training our mind to let go of these distractions, to be present in the moment, and to see things as they truly are. And what better time to train the mind than in the early morning when it is naturally at peace? The discipline of waking up early is also key to Buddhist teachings. Discipline is seen as essential for overcoming the ego, for breaking free from the attachments and desires that keep us stuck in suffering. Waking up at 3 a.m. requires discipline. It's not easy to leave the comfort of your bed when it's still dark outside, but by doing so, you are training yourself to overcome the pull of comfort and laziness. You are teaching yourself to prioritize your inner peace and spiritual growth over the temporary pleasure of sleep. This act of discipline has ripple effects throughout the rest of your life. When you wake up early, you start your day with a sense of accomplishment. You've already done something difficult, something that many people struggle with. This sense of achievement carries over into the rest of your day, helping you approach other challenges with confidence and determination. The discipline you build through early rising strengthens your mind, making it easier to stay focused and present throughout the day. Waking up at 3 a.m. also aligns with the Buddhist practice of letting go. When you wake up early, you are letting go of the idea that you need more sleep, more comfort, or more time in bed. You are choosing to step into the day with mindfulness, with presence, and with intention. This act of letting go helps you cultivate a sense of freedom, a freedom from the desires and attachments that often keep us stuck. As you continue this practice, you'll begin to notice changes not just in your mornings, but in your entire day. You'll find that you have more energy, more focus, and more patience. You'll be less reactive to stress and more grounded in the present moment. This is the true power of waking up early with mindfulness. It transforms not just your mornings, but your entire approach to life. So, I invite you to try it. Set your alarm for 3 a.m. When you wake up, take a few moments to sit quietly. Breathe deeply. Feel the stillness around you. Let your mind settle into the calmness of the morning. You don't need to have a perfect meditation or a grand spiritual awakening. Just sit and be present. With time, you'll begin to feel the benefits of this practice. You'll find that your mornings become more peaceful, your mind becomes more focused, and your day becomes more intentional. The early morning is a gift, a time where the world is quiet, and you can connect with yourself on a deeper level. Through the teachings of Buddhism, we learn that mindfulness is the key to unlocking this peace and clarity. And by waking up at 3 a.m., we give ourselves the opportunity to practice this mindfulness in its purest form. The connection between 3 a.m. and spiritual awakening. Imagine this. It's 3 a.m. and the world around you is still, wrapped in darkness, with only a soft hum of silence. The air is cooler, the sky is quieter, and the distractions of daily life have yet to begin. In this hour, you are given the rare opportunity to connect with something deeper, something beyond the usual chaos. In many spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, this early morning time is considered sacred, a time of awakening, not just of the body but of the spirit. Now, you may be wondering, why 3 a.m.? Why is this hour so significant? It's not just a random time plucked out of nowhere. There's a deep spiritual meaning to this early hour, a connection that has been recognized by wise and awakened beings for centuries. You see, 3 a.m. marks the beginning of a time known as the Brahma Muhurta. This period, which lasts for about an hour and a half before sunrise, is said to be the most powerful time for spiritual practice. In this hour, the energy of the world shifts, and the mind is naturally more calm and focused. Think of it like this. During the day, our minds are busy, constantly pulled in different directions by work, family, responsibilities, and the noise of the outside world. But at 3 a.m., all of that is quiet. The world sleeps, and the energy around us is pure, undisturbed by the noise and busyness of daily life. This is why so many spiritual practitioners, monks, and yogis rise during this hour to meditate, reflect, and connect with the deeper aspects of their being. But you don't have to be a monk or a spiritual teacher to experience the power of 3 a.m. This time is available to all of us. Whether you are a student, a professional, or a parent, waking up at 3 a.m. gives you the chance to step away from the busyness of life and tap into something more profound. It's a moment to turn inward, to listen to the quiet voice within, and to connect with your true self. When you wake up at 3 a.m., You're waking up at a time when your mind is most receptive. There's a stillness in the air, a calmness that makes it easier to focus, to meditate, and to think deeply. In Buddhism, this time is often seen as a bridge between the physical world and the spiritual world. The distractions of the day haven't yet taken hold, and the mind is more open to insight and clarity. In this quiet space, you can practice mindfulness, meditation, or simply sit in silence and reflect. For centuries, Buddhist monks have woken up in the early hours of the morning to meditate and chant. The reason is simple. At 3 a.m., the mind is naturally quieter, and it's easier to reach a state of deep concentration. This hour is considered ideal for meditation because the energy of the world is more peaceful, making it easier to connect with the present moment. The distractions that usually cloud our minds are absent, allowing us to dive deeper into our meditation practice. When you sit down to meditate at 3 a.m., you may notice that your thoughts are fewer and your focus is sharper. The early morning air is crisp, the world is still, and there is a certain peace that surrounds you. It's in this space that you can experience true stillness, a stillness that allows you to connect with your inner self and with the universe around you. This is the spiritual awakening that so many have spoken about. It's not just about waking up your body. It's about waking up your spirit, about realizing that you are more than just the roles you play in daily life. This connection between 3 a.m. and spiritual awakening is also rooted in the idea of self-discipline. Waking up early, especially at a time when most people are still asleep, requires a certain level of commitment and dedication. It's not easy to pull yourself out of bed when the world is dark and quiet, but it's in this practice of discipline that we grow. In Buddhism, discipline is seen as a path to freedom. When you master your habits, you begin to master your mind. And when you master your mind, you unlock a sense of freedom that can lead to enlightenment. So, by waking up at 3 a.m., you're not just giving yourself extra time in the day. You're training your mind to focus, to be present, and to let go of distractions. It's a practice of self-mastery, one that can have profound effects on every aspect of your life. Over time, as you wake up early and embrace this sacred hour, you'll find that your mind becomes clearer, your focus sharper, and your sense of peace deeper. But spiritual awakening isn't just about sitting in meditation. It's about using that quiet time to reflect on your life, your actions, and your purpose. At 3 a.m., when the world is silent, you have the opportunity to ask yourself the deeper questions. What am I here for? What is my purpose? How can I live more mindfully? These are the questions that lead to awakening, to a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the world. In many ways, waking up at 3 a.m. is like pressing a reset button on your life. It gives you the chance to start fresh, to set new intentions, and to approach the day with a clear and calm mind. It's a time to focus on what truly matters, to connect with your spiritual path, and to cultivate the habits that will lead you toward a more peaceful and fulfilled life. Of course, waking up at 3 a.m. isn't easy. It takes effort, especially in the beginning, but like any spiritual practice, the more you commit to it, the easier it becomes. And the rewards are more than worth it. You'll find that as you wake up earlier, your mind becomes more disciplined, your focus sharper, and your sense of peace deeper. You'll be able to approach your day with a sense of calm and clarity, knowing that you've already spent time connecting with yourself and your spiritual path. So, why not give it a try? Start with one morning. Set your alarm for 3 a.m. and see how it feels. Sit in meditation, reflect on your day, or simply enjoy the quiet stillness of the early morning. You may find that this hour becomes your favorite time of day, a time of peace, clarity, and spiritual awakening. The power of waking up at 3 a.m. is not just in the extra time you gain, but in the connection you make with your inner self, with the universe, and with the deeper aspects of your being. It's a practice of mindfulness, discipline, and awakening, one that can transform not just your mornings but your entire life. The world may be asleep, but you are awake, alive, and fully present. And in that stillness, in that quiet space between night and day, you will find a sense of peace and clarity that will carry you through whatever challenges the day may bring. Morning silence, a gateway to inner peace. Imagine a time when the world is completely still. No noise, no distractions, just pure, quiet space. This is what the early morning offers, especially around 3 a.m. It is the time when the world seems to be at rest, and the silence is unlike any other time of the day. There's something truly special about this quietness. It gives you a rare chance to connect with yourself and find peace within. Think about your day for a moment. From the moment you wake up, there's constant noise, people talking, cars honking, phones ringing, notifications buzzing. Your mind is pulled in 100 directions, trying to manage everything at once. It becomes hard to focus on one thing, let alone on yourself. But in the early morning, before anyone else is awake, that noise disappears. You are left with a quiet space where you can hear your own thoughts and feelings clearly. This silence is powerful. It allows you to go deeper within yourself. In Buddhism, silence is often seen as a way to connect with the present moment, to become mindful of everything happening inside and around you. And when you wake up at 3 a.m., this quiet time becomes a doorway to that mindfulness. You are not distracted by the world. Instead, you can fully focus on yourself. Waking up during these early hours creates a natural opportunity for reflection. In the quiet, you can ask yourself important questions. How am I feeling today? What do I want to accomplish? What is truly important to me right now? These simple questions help you start the day with clarity. You can align your thoughts and actions with what really matters, instead of letting the noise of the day take control of your mind. But it's not just about reflection, it's about peace. There is a sense of calmness in the morning silence that cannot be found later in the day. This peace can help you reset. You let go of the stress from the previous day and start fresh, feeling lighter and more centered. This is why many Buddhists and spiritual practitioners choose the early hours for meditation and mindfulness practices. The quiet allows you to be still, both in your body and your mind. Think about a peaceful lake early in the morning. The water is still, smooth like glass, reflecting everything around it perfectly. This is what the mind can become when we sit in silence in the early morning. The stillness allows us to see things clearly, without ripples or distractions. It is in this state that we can find our true self, free from the worries and busyness that usually cloud our thoughts. In Buddhism, this moment of silence and stillness is highly valued. It's not just about sitting quietly. It's about experiencing the present moment fully. When you wake up early, you give yourself the gift of time. A time that belongs only to you, where nothing is urgent and everything feels calm. It is a time to breathe deeply, to be with yourself, and to connect with the world in a gentle way. Many people who have adopted the practice of waking up at 3 a.m. speak of how much it has changed their lives. They describe the morning silence as a kind of sanctuary, a safe space where they can be themselves without the pressures and demands of the day. It is a time when the mind is naturally more open, more receptive, and less cluttered. This openness allows for deeper insights and more creative thinking. Problems that seemed overwhelming the day before suddenly feel more manageable when approached in the calm of the early morning. In Buddhism, one of the key teachings is mindfulness, being fully present in the moment without judgment. The early morning hours offer the perfect environment for practicing mindfulness. With no distractions around, it becomes easier to focus on your breath, your thoughts, and your feelings. You can sit quietly and simply observe what is happening inside you, without needing to fix or change anything. This is the essence of mindfulness, being aware of the present moment as it is, with calm and acceptance. When you practice mindfulness in the early morning, you are also setting a tone for the rest of your day. This moment of peace and quiet becomes the foundation upon which the rest of your day is built. You start the day with a clear mind and a calm heart, which helps you navigate challenges more easily and with more patience. You are less reactive, more thoughtful, and more in control of how you respond to situations. The early morning silence is also a perfect time for gratitude. In the stillness, it becomes easier to appreciate the small things in life. The warmth of your bed, the quiet of your home, the peacefulness of the world around you. Gratitude is a powerful tool in Buddhism. It shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is already present in your life, bringing more contentment and happiness. Starting your day with gratitude during these early hours can have a lasting effect, making you feel more positive and appreciative throughout the day. Another reason why the silence of 3 a.m. is so powerful is that it allows you to plan your day with intention. When the world is still and quiet, your mind is free to think clearly about what you want to achieve. You can set your goals and intentions for the day ahead without feeling rushed or overwhelmed. This gives you a sense of control over your time and energy, helping you to stay focused and productive throughout the day. In fact, many successful people, from CEOs to spiritual leaders, attribute their success to waking up early and taking advantage of these quiet hours. They use this time to work on themselves, whether it's through meditation, exercise, or creative thinking. This practice helps them start the day with a strong sense of purpose, which carries them through the challenges of the day with confidence and clarity. The quiet of the early morning is not just an absence of noise. It is an opportunity for growth, reflection, and inner peace. It is a chance to connect with your true self, to hear your own thoughts, and to find clarity in a world that often feels chaotic. By waking up at 3 a.m. and embracing the morning silence, you are creating space for yourself, space to breathe, to think, and to simply be. In Buddhism, it is often said that peace comes from within, not from the external world. The early morning silence is a reminder of this truth. It shows us that, even in a noisy and busy world, there is always a quiet place within ourselves that we can return to. By waking up early and sitting in silence, we tap into this inner peace, carrying it with us throughout the day. So, the next time you find yourself waking up at 3 a.m., don't see it as a burden or a challenge. See it as an opportunity, a chance to experience the world in its quietest and most peaceful state. Embrace the silence and let it guide you toward a more mindful, peaceful, and intentional life. This simple practice can transform not only your mornings, but your entire way of living. Science behind waking up early benefits for the mind and body. My dear student, you are curious about why waking up early feels so powerful, aren't you? You might have already heard how it brings peace and calm, but today, let me take you deeper. Let us talk about the science behind waking up early, how it not only strengthens your spirit, but also your mind and body. You see, in the quiet hours of the early morning, something magical happens inside your body. The world outside may still be dark, but your body is already waking up, preparing itself for the day ahead. You may wonder, what makes these early hours so special? Why do those who rise early often feel more focused, more productive, and more at peace? Let us first talk about your brain. When you wake up around 3 a.m. or any early hour before the rest of the world, your brain is in a unique state. It has just finished its deepest phase of sleep, the time when your body repairs itself and your mind processes all the events, thoughts, and emotions from the previous day. Waking up at this time allows your brain to be fresh and clear. You are not immediately bombarded by the day's chaos, emails, notifications, or endless to-do lists. Instead, you begin the day with a sense of calm and clarity. Your mind is more alert and focused because it has had the rest it needs. This makes it the perfect time to meditate, reflect, or plan for the day ahead. But, my dear student, the benefits of waking up early are not just about your mind. Your body, too, receives great gifts from rising before the sun. When you wake up early, your body's internal clock, called the circadian rhythm, aligns with nature's cycle. Our bodies are naturally designed to be awake during daylight and to rest during the night. By waking up early, you are in harmony with this natural rhythm, and your body functions better. For example, your body's cortisol levels are highest in the morning. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, helps you stay alert and focused. When you wake up early, your cortisol levels rise gradually, giving you a steady boost of energy to start your day. Compare this to waking up late or rushing through your morning. Your cortisol levels spike suddenly, causing stress and anxiety. Waking up early allows your body to gently prepare itself for the day ahead, keeping stress levels low. Now, let us explore how waking up early can boost your physical health. One of the most significant benefits is the impact it has on your metabolism. When you wake up early, you have more time to prepare a healthy breakfast, exercise, or simply move your body. This sets the tone for the rest of your day. Your metabolism becomes more active, helping you burn calories efficiently and maintain a healthy weight. Compare this to someone who wakes up late, skips breakfast, or eats something unhealthy in a rush. Their metabolism is slower, and their body struggles to keep up. But, my dear student, there is more. Waking up early also has a profound effect on your heart. Studies have shown that early risers have a lower risk of heart disease and other chronic illnesses. This is because waking up early promotes healthier habits, better sleep, regular exercise, and a balanced diet. All of these contribute to a stronger, healthier heart. When you rise early, you give your body the time it needs to heal, recharge, and perform at its best. And let us not forget the impact waking up early has on your mental health. Rising before the world gives you time to reflect, to meditate, to connect with your inner self. This quiet time helps you reduce anxiety and stress, allowing you to face the challenges of the day with a calm and peaceful mind. It is a time to breathe deeply, to be present, and to focus on what truly matters. Waking up early also improves your mood. Have you ever noticed how much more positive and energetic you feel after a good night's sleep and an early start to the day? That is because your body releases serotonin, the feel-good hormone, during the early morning hours. Serotonin boosts your mood and helps you feel more focused and motivated. By waking up early, you are allowing your body to produce more of this hormone, giving you a natural boost of happiness and energy. Let me share a simple truth with you. Waking up early is a practice, a habit. It is not always easy, especially in the beginning. You might feel tired, tempted to hit the snooze button, or wonder why you are doing it in the first place. But, my dear student, with time and patience, waking up early will become one of the most rewarding habits in your life. You will start to notice the changes in your body, your mind, and your spirit. You will feel more in control of your life, more focused on your goals, and more connected to the world around you. In Buddhism, discipline is an essential part of the path to enlightenment. Waking up early is a form of discipline, a way to train your mind and body to rise above the distractions and chaos of the world. It is a way to take control of your life and your time, to focus on what truly matters. Each morning, you are given a new opportunity to start fresh, to set your intentions for the day, and to live with purpose and clarity. So, why do we wake up early? We wake up early not just to be more productive, not just to be healthier, but to be more connected to ourselves, to the world, and to the present moment. In those early hours, when the world is still asleep, you have the rare chance to reflect on your life, your goals, and your journey. You have the time to ask yourself, who am I? Where am I going? What do I want to achieve today? In these moments of stillness, you will find answers. You will find clarity. And with clarity comes the power to transform your life. So, my dear student, I ask you, will you join the ranks of those who rise before the sun? Will you wake up early and give yourself the gift of time, peace, and focus? The decision is yours. But remember, the power of waking up early is not just in the act itself. It is in the quiet moments of reflection, the peaceful mornings, and the clarity of mind that follows. Rise early, and you will find that the world looks different in those quiet hours. The air is fresher, the light is softer, and your mind is clearer. And in those moments, you will discover the true power of waking up early, not just for your mind and body, but for your soul. Now, go and experience it for yourself. How 3 a.m. aligns with meditation practices in Buddhism. My dear students, today we talk about something special, something that can change your life if you understand its importance. Waking up at 3 a.m. and its deep connection to meditation practices in Buddhism. You see, this isn't just about getting up early or forcing yourself to leave your bed. No, it's much deeper than that. It's about finding a time of day when the world is quiet, when your mind is naturally calm, and when you can connect with yourself and the universe on a profound level. In Buddhism, we often talk about Brahma Muhurta, the time of the gods. This is a very special time, just before dawn, usually around 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. During this time, the energy around us is pure, and the air is filled with peace. This is the time when everything is still. The birds have not yet started singing, the people are asleep, and even the wind seems to be resting. This stillness, my students, is the perfect environment for meditation. Why is this time so important for meditation? Because when the world is quiet, your mind can also become quiet. During the day, there are so many distractions, noises, people, tasks, thoughts. Your mind is constantly busy, jumping from one thing to another. But at 3 a.m., there are no distractions. It is just you and your mind. This is a golden opportunity to practice mindfulness, to be present in the moment without anything pulling you away. In meditation, one of the first steps is to calm the mind, to let go of all the noise that clutters your thoughts. And waking up at 3 a.m. makes this easier because your mind is naturally in a calm state. You are waking up from sleep, a time when your brain is still relaxed. When you sit down to meditate at this hour, your thoughts are not as wild as they might be later in the day. You can more easily focus on your breathing, on the sensations in your body, and on the present moment. Think of it like this. Imagine trying to meditate in the middle of a busy street. Cars are honking, people are shouting, and your mind is constantly distracted. Now imagine meditating in a peaceful forest at sunrise. The difference is clear, isn't it? Waking up at 3 a.m. is like being in that peaceful forest. It's a natural setting for meditation, and this is why Buddhist monks and practitioners often choose this time for their deepest practices. Let me tell you, my students, the benefits of meditating at 3 a.m. go beyond just having a quiet mind. This is a time when the connection between you and the universe is stronger. Many Buddhists believe that during Brahma Muhurta, the energy around us is different. It's a time when the spiritual vibrations are high, and the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is thinner. In other words, it's easier to tap into the energy of the universe, to feel connected to something greater than yourself. When you meditate at this time, you are not just calming your mind. You are aligning yourself with the universe. You become more aware of the interconnectedness of all things. You realize that you are not separate from the world around you, but part of it. This realization brings a deep sense of peace and contentment, a feeling that cannot be easily described but can be experienced when you dedicate yourself to the practice. Now, I understand that waking up at 3 a.m. may sound difficult. The thought of leaving the warmth of your bed, especially when it's dark outside, can be challenging. But remember, my students, every great journey begins with a single step. Start small. You don't need to wake up at 3 a.m. every single day at first. Try it once a week, then gradually build up as your body and mind adjust. Over time, you will find that your body becomes used to this routine, and waking up early will no longer feel like a struggle but a natural part of your day. As you wake up early and begin your meditation practice, notice how it changes your mind and your life. You will find that starting your day with meditation gives you a sense of clarity that stays with you throughout the day. Your mind becomes sharper, your emotions more balanced, and your ability to handle stress improves. It's as if you are setting the tone for the entire day in those early morning moments of peace. Many of you might wonder, but why 3 a.m.? Can't I just meditate at any other time? The answer, my students, is yes, you can meditate at any time. But the power of 3 a.m. lies in its unique atmosphere. As I mentioned before, the energy at this hour is different. It's a time when the rest of the world is at rest, and you can focus solely on your inner world. There is a sacredness to this hour, and once you experience it, you will understand what I mean. It's not just about the time of day. It's about the feeling that comes with it, the stillness, the silence, and the deep connection to yourself and the universe. In Buddhist teachings, we learn that mindfulness is a way of living, not just something we do during meditation. By waking up at 3 a.m. and starting your day with mindfulness, you carry that presence with you throughout the day. You become more aware of your thoughts, your actions, and your interactions with others. This awareness leads to greater compassion, patience, and understanding, qualities that are at the heart of Buddhist practice. Meditating at 3 a.m. also teaches you discipline. It's not easy to wake up early, especially when you're tired or tempted to stay in bed. But this is where the practice of discipline comes in. By training your mind and body to wake up at this hour, you are also training yourself to be more disciplined in other areas of your life. Discipline, my students, is not about being rigid or strict with yourself. It's about making choices that serve your highest good, even when they are difficult. And waking up at 3 a.m. for meditation is one of those choices that can lead to profound growth. Let me share a story with you. There was once a young monk who struggled to wake up early for meditation. He found it difficult to leave his bed when the temple bell rang at 3 a.m. But one day, his master said to him, "The earlier you rise, the more you will see." The monk didn't understand at first, but he trusted his master and began waking up early. Over time, he noticed that when he meditated at 3 a.m., he felt more connected to the present moment, more aware of the beauty around him, and more at peace within himself. He realized that what his master meant was that waking up early allows you to experience life in a deeper, more meaningful way. And so, my students, I encourage you to try this practice. Set your alarm for 3 a.m., find a quiet place, and sit in meditation. Let the stillness of the early morning surround you. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to be fully present in the moment. Notice how your mind feels calmer, how your thoughts are less scattered, and how your body relaxes into the peace of the hour. This is your time to connect with yourself, to reflect on your journey, and to prepare your mind and heart for the day ahead. In Buddhism, we believe that every moment is an opportunity for mindfulness and growth. Waking up at 3 a.m. is just one way to tap into that potential. It's a practice that requires dedication, but the rewards are great. So, take this opportunity to align yourself with the rhythm of the universe, to calm your mind, and to cultivate peace within. The path may be challenging, but the journey is always worth it. May you find peace in the early hours, and may your meditation bring you clarity and wisdom. Developing discipline. How early rising cultivates self-mastery. In the quiet of the early morning, when the world is still and the sky is dark, there is a profound opportunity for growth. The practice of waking up at 3 a.m. is not merely a habit. It is a path to self-mastery and discipline. Imagine, if you will, a river flowing gently and steadily. It carves its way through rock, not with force, but with persistent, gentle pressure. This is how discipline works. It is not about grand gestures or sudden changes, but about consistent, small efforts that shape our lives. When you rise at 3 a.m., you are engaging in an act of discipline. It is a decision to embrace the stillness of the morning and to use it as a time for reflection and self-improvement. This choice requires you to overcome the comfort of sleep, to resist the pull of the bed, and to stand firm in your intention to rise early. Each morning you succeed. You strengthen your will and deepen your commitment to your path. In the Zen tradition, discipline is not a harsh, rigid command, but a gentle, guiding principle. It is like tending a garden. You do not force the plants to grow. You nurture them, providing them with the right conditions to flourish. Similarly, waking up at 3 a.m. is not about imposing a rule upon yourself, but about creating an environment where your inner self can thrive. When you wake up early, you are giving yourself the gift of time. Time to cultivate a calm mind, to engage in mindful practices, and to set intentions for the day. This early morning discipline becomes a mirror reflecting your inner strength and focus. It shows you how capable you are of making choices that align with your deepest values and goals. Consider a tree, rooted deeply in the earth. It stands tall and steadfast, not because it resists the wind, but because it grows steadily in its own time. Similarly, when you practice waking up early, you develop a steady, reliable foundation for your day. Each morning reinforces your ability to control your actions and to make choices that align with your intentions. The discipline you cultivate by waking up at 3 a.m. extends beyond the morning hours. It seeps into other areas of your life, guiding your decisions and actions. You will find that this practice strengthens your resolve in other aspects of your life as well. The habits of discipline, focus, and calm that you build in the early hours become tools you carry with you throughout the day. In Zen practice, the focus is on the present moment. When you wake up at 3 a.m., you are not rushing into the future or dwelling on the past. You are fully present in the now, engaging with the quiet and the stillness. This presence allows you to engage deeply with your thoughts and intentions, free from the distractions of a busy day. Waking up early also helps you cultivate a sense of responsibility. You are taking charge of your day from its very beginning. This act of taking responsibility, of choosing to rise early, demonstrates your commitment to personal growth and to living a life of purpose. As you continue this practice, you may find that the discipline required to wake up at 3 a.m. brings about a greater sense of balance and harmony in your life. You become more attuned to your needs and more in tune with the rhythms of your own being. The early morning hours become a sanctuary where you can cultivate a sense of peace and clarity, which in turn guides your actions throughout the day. In the end, the discipline of waking up at 3 a.m. is a path to self-mastery. It is a practice that teaches you about patience, persistence, and the power of small, consistent actions. By embracing this practice, you are not just changing your routine. you are transforming your life. You are becoming the master of your own destiny, shaping your days with intention and purpose. So, let each early morning be a step on your journey to self-mastery. Embrace the discipline, cherish the quiet, and let the early hours guide you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your path. In this way, you will find that the simple act of waking up at 3 a.m. can lead to profound and lasting change, enhancing productivity and creativity at dawn. In the silence of dawn, there lies a unique opportunity, a precious gift bestowed by the early morning hours. When you rise at 3 a.m., the world is wrapped in a gentle stillness, and this silence can become a powerful ally in your quest for productivity and creativity. Imagine starting your day while the world is asleep, free from the noise and distractions that typically consume our time. It is in this quietude that you can tap into a deep well of focus and inspiration. At this hour, your mind is fresh and uncluttered. The worries and stresses of the day have not yet intruded upon your consciousness. This clarity allows you to approach tasks with a renewed sense of purpose. When you wake up at 3 a.m., you grant yourself a head start, a tranquil space where ideas can flow freely, unimpeded by the usual interruptions. This is the fertile ground where your most creative thoughts can take root and flourish. Consider the early morning as a canvas, waiting for you to paint with your ideas. In these moments, you have the chance to work on projects that require deep concentration or creative problem-solving. Without the usual demands of the day encroaching upon your focus, you can dive into your work with an undivided mind. The results can be remarkable. Ideas emerge more clearly, solutions appear more readily, and tasks are completed with a sense of ease and efficiency. This early time is not merely about working more. It is about working better. The tranquility of the dawn allows you to think deeply and critically. It is as if the world pauses to offer you a moment of peace, where you can contemplate and strategize without haste. This kind of focused work can lead to breakthroughs and innovations that might be elusive amidst the usual hustle and bustle. Rising early also aligns with the natural rhythms of the body. According to ancient wisdom, the early morning is a time of potential and renewal. It is when energy levels are at their highest and your mind is most receptive to new ideas. By harnessing this natural rhythm, you can maximize your productivity and creativity. The early hours are like a wellspring of energy that can be channeled into your most important tasks. Moreover, the practice of waking up at 3 a.m. instills a sense of discipline and dedication. It is a commitment to making the most of your time. As you embrace this routine, you cultivate a habit of excellence and self-mastery. This discipline not only enhances your productivity, but also fosters a deeper sense of achievement and satisfaction. Each early morning becomes a testament to your resolve and your ability to transform your potential into tangible results. In the early hours, the usual distractions of technology and social media are absent. This absence creates an environment where you can focus solely on your work or creative pursuits. The peace of the morning is a sanctuary from the relentless notifications and demands of modern life. It is in this space of calm that you can engage deeply with your ideas and projects, allowing them to develop and mature without interference. Consider the great thinkers and creators throughout history. Many have spoken of the value of early rising in their creative processes. They understood that the quiet of dawn provides a special kind of clarity and inspiration. By waking up at 3 a.m., you are aligning yourself with this tradition of harnessing the early morning's power to fuel your own creative endeavors. The act of rising early also sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. When you begin your day with focused work and creative expression, it can carry forward into all your subsequent activities. The sense of accomplishment and purpose that comes from these early hours can enhance your overall mood and drive, making the rest of the day feel more productive and fulfilling. Incorporating early morning work into your routine does not mean sacrificing sleep or health. Rather, it is about optimizing your time and aligning with your natural rhythms. Ensure that you get enough rest and maintain a balanced lifestyle to support this practice. The goal is not to become a sleep-deprived early riser, but to use the early hours as a tool for enhancing your productivity and creativity. As you continue to wake up at 3 a.m., you will likely find that your ability to concentrate and generate ideas improves. You may also notice that your overall approach to work becomes more intentional and mindful. The early morning hours offer a precious opportunity to engage deeply with your passions and projects, making each day a canvas for your most inspired and effective work. Embrace this quiet time as a gift and a privilege. The world outside may be asleep, but within the stillness, you have the chance to connect with your inner creativity and drive. Allow the early hours to be a time of profound growth and discovery. With each dawn, you have the opportunity to shape your day, your work, and your life in ways that reflect your true potential. How waking up early impacts emotional and mental well-being. In the stillness of the early morning, the world sleeps and your mind finds clarity. Waking up early, especially at 3 a.m., is like stepping into a sacred space where the usual noise and chaos of the day have not yet begun. This quiet time offers an opportunity for deep reflection and inner peace, crucial for nurturing your emotional and mental well-being. Imagine a peaceful lake at dawn. The water is still, reflecting the beauty of the sky without ripples or disturbances. This is what your mind can become when you rise early. The serenity of the early hours allows you to observe your thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by external pressures. You can engage in practices like meditation or mindful breathing, which helps you connect with your inner self and find balance. When you wake up at 3 a.m., you set aside time just for yourself, away from the rush and demands of daily life. This personal space is a gift to your mental health. You can start your day with intention, focusing on what truly matters to you, rather than reacting to the chaos that often ensues as the day progresses. This calm start fosters a sense of control and stability, reducing feelings of anxiety and stress. Emotional well-being thrives in an environment where you can pause and reflect. Early rising offers a moment to acknowledge your feelings, understand them, and let them settle before the day's activities begin. This practice can help you manage your emotions more effectively, leading to a greater sense of contentment and emotional resilience. By establishing a routine of waking up early, you create a consistent time for self-care and personal growth. This routine encourages positive habits like reading, journaling, or planning your day. These practices contribute to a sense of accomplishment and purpose, enhancing your overall emotional health. When you start your day with these nurturing activities, you build a strong foundation for handling challenges with a calm and focused mind. The early morning hours also offer a unique opportunity for introspection. In the quiet of the pre-dawn, your mind is less cluttered, allowing for deeper self-examination. This time can be used to set intentions, reflect on your goals, and connect with your values. Such practices promote a sense of clarity and direction, which are essential for emotional stability and growth. Moreover, waking up early aligns with the natural rhythms of your body. It helps regulate your sleep patterns and improves the quality of your rest. When you rise early and maintain a consistent sleep schedule, you contribute to a more balanced and restorative sleep cycle. This not only boosts your physical energy, but also supports mental health by reducing fatigue and promoting a more positive outlook. Consistency is key to the benefits of early rising. As you develop the habit of waking up at 3 a.m., you create a rhythm in your life that supports emotional and mental well-being. This consistency fosters discipline, which translates into a greater ability to manage stress and stay focused on your goals. By sticking to this routine, you build resilience and a sense of control over your life. The practice of early rising also encourages a sense of gratitude. When you wake up early and take time to appreciate the quiet and calm of the morning, you cultivate a mindset of thankfulness. This gratitude extends to other areas of your life, enhancing your overall emotional well-being and helping you maintain a positive perspective. In essence, waking up at 3 a.m. provides a precious opportunity to nurture your mind and emotions. It offers a quiet sanctuary where you can engage in practices that promote mental clarity, emotional balance, and personal growth. By embracing the stillness of the early hours, you create a space for reflection and self-care, setting a positive tone for the rest of your day. This practice not only enhances your emotional resilience, but also supports your overall mental health, leading to a more fulfilling and centered life. So, as you begin this journey of early rising, remember that the stillness of the morning is a gift. It is a time to connect with yourself, to set intentions, and to cultivate a sense of peace and purpose. Embrace this sacred hour with an open heart, and allow it to transform your emotional and mental well-being in profound and lasting ways. The sacred hour, tapping into spiritual energy. In the quiet stillness of the early morning, when the world is yet to stir, lies a moment of profound potential. The hour of 3 a.m., often called the sacred hour, is a time when the universe whispers its secrets and the energy around us is pure and untainted. This time is a gateway to deeper spiritual connection, a bridge between the mundane and the divine. Imagine the world in these hours, serene, untouched by the day's clamor. The noise of daily life is still asleep, and the mind can touch a rare silence. This silence is not just the absence of sound, but the presence of clarity, an opportunity to connect with your innermost self. This is the moment when you can listen to the whispers of your soul and feel the presence of something greater than yourself. In many spiritual traditions, this hour is revered as a time of heightened spiritual energy. It is said that the early morning is when the mind is the most receptive to meditation, prayer, and contemplation. The stillness allows for a deeper connection with the universe and oneself. It is during these hours that the boundaries between the self and the cosmos blur, revealing the interconnectedness of all things. To fully embrace this sacred time, begin by embracing the silence. Allow yourself to wake up gently, without haste. Find a quiet place where you will not be disturbed, and sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. As you breathe in and out, let go of the day's worries and the noise that surrounds you. Feel the calm energy of the early morning enveloping you, and let it guide you to a state of peaceful awareness. This is a time for deep meditation, where you can explore the vast expanses of your inner world. In the quiet, you may find that your thoughts become clearer and your emotions become more balanced. The early morning hours offer a special kind of tranquility that is conducive to spiritual growth and self-discovery. You might find answers to questions that have been troubling you, or gain insights into your purpose and direction in life. Embrace the simplicity of this practice. There is no need for complex rituals or elaborate preparations. The sacred hour is about being present, about tuning into the subtle energies that are more accessible when the world is at rest. The act of simply being, without distractions, can be a powerful form of spiritual practice. In Buddhism, there is a deep appreciation for the early hours as a time of spiritual awakening. It is said that the early morning is a time when the mind is clear and free from the clutter that accumulates throughout the day. This clarity allows for a more profound experience of mindfulness and a stronger connection to the present moment. By waking up at 3 a.m., you align yourself with this natural rhythm, enhancing your spiritual practices and deepening your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Consider the practices of ancient monks who would rise before dawn to engage in meditation and prayer. They understood the value of this time, using it to cultivate inner peace and spiritual insight. Their example serves as a reminder of the power that lies in waking early and dedicating this time to spiritual practices. As you make waking up at 3 a.m. a regular part of your life, you may notice that your overall sense of well-being improves. The early morning practice fosters a sense of inner calm and balance that can carry you through the day. It provides a foundation of peace that helps you navigate the challenges and stresses of daily life with greater ease and clarity. The sacred hour is not just about the act of waking up early, but about the intention you bring to this time. It is a chance to set your day on a positive course, to infuse it with spiritual energy and mindfulness. The discipline of rising early and dedicating time to spiritual practices cultivates a sense of purpose and direction that can transform your entire outlook on life. In this sacred hour, you are reminded of the simplicity and beauty of existence. The quiet of the early morning helps you reconnect with the essence of who you are and what you seek in life. It is a time for reflection, for setting intentions, and for deepening your spiritual practice. Allow yourself to fully experience this time, to embrace the stillness and the silence. Let it be a moment of renewal, a chance to start anew with a fresh perspective. The sacred hour is a gift, a chance to tap into a deeper level of consciousness and to align yourself with the rhythms of the universe. As you continue to wake up at 3 a.m. and engage in your spiritual practices, you will find that this time becomes a cherished part of your daily routine. It will offer you a space for growth, a sanctuary for reflection, and a source of inspiration. Embrace the sacred hour with an open heart and a clear mind, and let it guide you on your journey toward greater spiritual fulfillment and inner peace. Conclusion: transforming your life through early rising. In the stillness of the early morning, when the world is wrapped in quiet slumber, there lies a profound opportunity for transformation. As the first light of dawn begins to break, so too can a new chapter of your life emerge. The practice of waking up at 3 a.m. is more than just a habit. It is a journey towards awakening your true self, embracing inner peace, and setting the stage for a day of purpose and clarity. Imagine this: the world outside is calm and serene. The air is crisp, and the only sounds are the gentle whispers of nature awakening. In this sacred hour, you have the chance to connect with yourself in a way that is not possible during the rush and noise of the day. This time is a gift, a moment to be fully present, to center your mind, and to align your spirit with your deepest intentions. In the teachings of Buddhism, there is a concept known as mindful awakening. It is the practice of rising with intention, embracing the quiet, and using the early hours to cultivate awareness and insight. When you wake up at 3 a.m., you are not merely getting an early start. You are participating in a ritual of self-discovery. This practice helps you to clear away the mental clutter that accumulates during the day, allowing you to approach each day with a fresh perspective. The early morning hours are often described as a time when the mind is most receptive. In these moments of stillness, your thoughts are untainted by the demands and distractions of daily life. It is a precious opportunity to engage in deep meditation, to reflect on your goals, and to nurture your inner peace. This is where true transformation begins, when you allow yourself to be fully present and open to the possibilities that each new day brings. By embracing the practice of waking up early, you are not just altering your routine. You are changing the way you approach life itself. The discipline of rising at 3 a.m. requires commitment and perseverance, but it also offers profound rewards. You will find that your mind becomes sharper, your focus becomes clearer, and your sense of purpose becomes more defined. This shift in your daily routine can lead to greater accomplishments, deeper connections, and a more meaningful existence. It is important to recognize that the journey to waking up early is a personal one. It requires patience and self-compassion. You may face challenges along the way, and there will be days when the allure of sleep feels stronger than the call to rise early. Yet, each morning you choose to embrace this practice, you strengthen your resolve and build resilience. It is through these small, consistent efforts that you will see the most significant changes in your life. In Buddhism, there is a saying, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Each morning you rise at 3 a.m. You are taking that step towards a life of greater clarity and purpose. The early hours are your opportunity to set a positive tone for the day, to cultivate mindfulness, and to build a foundation for success and well-being. Embrace this time as a gift, and allow it to guide you towards a more fulfilling and balanced life. As we come to the end of this exploration, remember that the power of waking up at 3 a.m. is not just about the hours you gain, but about the transformation that takes place within. It is a practice of self-discipline, a ritual of mindfulness, and a path to deeper self-understanding. By integrating this practice into your life, you are not only enhancing your productivity and focus, but also nurturing your spiritual growth and inner peace. So, as you continue on your journey, take with you the insights and wisdom shared in this series. Allow the early morning hours to become a time of reflection and renewal. Embrace the stillness, cultivate mindfulness, and let the transformative power of waking up at 3 a.m. guide you towards a life of greater fulfillment and joy. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you have found value in this exploration, we invite you to share your thoughts and experiences with us. And remember, if you haven't already, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven. Your support helps us continue to bring you meaningful content and explore more paths to wisdom and enlightenment. May your mornings be peaceful, your days be purposeful, and your journey be filled with light and clarity.